Justin Henderson in for Andy Byerly tonight. Sets the pace on the pole. Greg Baker on the outside. 17, Lee Ghost Jr. And 12 of Troy Shores. 29, Lyle Howie III. 10, J. Justin Jacobsma. 36, Jason Martin. 53, Jack Dover. And 2 of Dylan Updahl. 8 laps the distance. Heat race number 1 for the Carpetland, Nebraska 360 Sprints. Presented by Malvern Bank and Property Solutions of America, MSTS. Trouble for the 36 of Jason Martin right away. Yellow coming out, and well, you can immediately see why. Trouble on the BM Motorsports EMI Bybee Electric Speedway Shocks car number 36 of Jason Martin, and he will take it off the racetrack and head back to the pit area. That wing is an important part of the setup of these race cars, and like that, it couldn't be any worse sitting on the car, so that puts us under the caution. A complete restart. We'll re-rack, restack, and start him once again off of turn number 4. Draw for an opportunity to start somewhere in the front 4 rows in tonight's championship feature. 8 laps on the board. We come back to a complete restart. It'll be Greg Baker leading the break into turn number 3. Nearly 3 wide. They now go 3 wide off of turn number 2. Ghost will hold on to the 4th spot, followed by Jacobsma. And here comes Jack Dover in the 53. He's been on a terror lately. Finished 3rd last night at the Bill Smith Memorial at the I-80 Speedway. Now goes to the inside of Lee Ghost. He'll try to get that spot, but Ghost on the cushion continues to run position 4. Now Dover slider coming off of turn number 4. Move the gas man up to position 4. But Ghost trying to run back as Justin Jacobsma goes out into the tall grass off of turn 4. 2 down, 6 to go as Greg Baker leads by 1.5 seconds over Justin Henderson. Henderson first getting into the Byerly Racing 41A last night at Jackson Motorplex, where he took a top 10 finish. Henderson with 1 feature win this season with MSTS action. That was at the Jackson Motorplex in a different car a few weeks ago. Race for 3rd starting to pick up. Troy Shores has it in his first race of 2018, but Jack Dover starting to chase him down as Lyle Howie goes pit side, and the 2 of Dylan Updahl going a lap down to the front of the pack. 3 laps remaining on this one. Baker's lead is up to 2.15 seconds over the 41A of Justin Henderson. Shores still about 4 cars in front of the 53 of Dover. Shores pushes up a little bit off of turn number 4. Dover to his tail tank as they go by the flag stand and back to turn number 1. Dover takes a look to the inside. Shores trying to shut the door, and he will do so successfully down the back straightaway. Shores runs 3rd, Dover 4th as the white flag waves on the 11X of Greg Baker. Dover still can't get by Shores on the 4th turn. He'll have just a 1 more circuit to do so. Through turn number 3, hitting turn number 4, victorious in the opening heat race will be the 11X of Greg Baker. Henderson will come around to finish 2nd. Off of turn number 4, finishing 3rd as well with Shores, 53 Dover, and 17 of Ghost will finish in the top 5. There's the finish. Heat race number 1 goes into the books victorious by 2.9 seconds as the 11X of Greg Baker. Brant O'Banion, 17B, Ryan Bickett on the opening row, 77, John Clabundi, 4J, Lee Groves. 14, Jody Rosenboom, 33, Trevor Smith in row 3, and row 4 made up of the 35L of Cody Ledger, and 6 of Eric Lutz. 8 laps on the board, we're green. Good start for the 35L of Cody Ledger, started 7th. As Jody Rosenboom nearly slips off the speedway in turn number 1, loses a lot of ground. Speaking of a lot of ground, Ryan Bickett shooting out to a big lead as a big slider delivered from the 35L of Cody Ledger on John Bundy. That'll move Ledger into the 4th spot from the 7th starting position in just 1 lap. Ryan Bickett leads, Lee Groves in 2nd, Brant O'Banion, Ledger, and John Clabundi the top 5. 2 laps counted, 6 laps to go as Lutz takes a look to the inside of Smith, couldn't get there, and then spun the wheels in a big-time fashion off of turn number 4, losing some ground to the 33 of Smith. Everybody rim riding around the Park Jefferson Speedway except for the 6 of Eric Lutz, who tries to throw the slider in turn 4 on Smith, and again he spins the tires off of turn number 4, and Smith holds on in that 33 machine running 6th. Ryan Bickett will lead back tied his pipe at the halfway point. His lead over Lee Rose is a second and a half. Then 2.9 seconds back to the 20 of Brant O'Banion. Into traffic as Rosenboom a bit off the pace here tonight in the number 14. Currently number 3 in MSTS Series standings. Bickett will try the bottom through turn number 3, trying something a little bit different. Rose sticking to that top shelf. And Bickett then now through the middle of 1 and 2. Same thing with Lee Rose in the 4J. Lead remains a good one for your leader, Ryan Bickett. 1.34 seconds as they come to the white flag. Bickett a little tight there off of turn number 4. Those heels locked to the left. But he does have quite the advantage. Still 1.4 seconds over Rose. Final set of turns for your race leader in the 2017 MSTS Series champion will come to the checker. That's Ryan Bickett. Rose finishes second in the 4J, the 20 of O'Banion third, fourth, and Clabandi will round out the top 5. Lutz just able to nip the 33 of Smith. Checkered flag waves. Heat race number 2 is official and into the books. Your winner will be the 17B of Ryan Bickett by 1.3 over the 4J of Lee Rose. Brant O'Banion is third, Cody Ledger fourth in the 35L, and John Clabandi the 77 fifth. Eric Lutz finishes sixth, nipping Trevor Smith at the line. Smith in the 33 seventh, and Jody Rosenboom eighth in the 14. 25 times around the 4/10 of a mile, Park Jefferson Speedway. Troy Shores and Cody Ledger side by side on row number 1. Some hot contenders behind them ready to go. We're going green at the River City Rumble at Park Jefferson. Battle for the initial lead. It's Ledger on the top shelf, and here comes Dover already to the second spot. Shores runs third. Baker and O'Banion the top 5 on the initial breakout. Ledger to the top shelf, but on the bottom it's the 53 of Jack Dover. Ledger leads lap number 1. 24 to go. A whole bunch of smoke coming out of the 20 of Brant O'Banion. He goes off the pace on the back straightaway. And the yellow is coming out. Yellow is out for the 20 of Brant O'Banion. A+ Towing Hard Luck Award, Speedway Motors Hard Charger from the Nebraska 360s, and we'll also have the Electrical Systems, the Inc. $300 podium draw. 24 laps remain. We go back to the start in turn number 4. Number 1, Dover will follow in his tracks in the first turn. Baker gets the third spot by the 12L of Shores. Dover continues to work the bottom side as a couple cars slip off the racetrack. It was Henderson and Steve Ghost. 17 of Ghost slipped off, and Justin Henderson next to last on the field now in the 41A. That time over the 35L of Ledger and trying to pull away. Jack Dover very fast around the Park Jefferson Speedway, leading at lap number 3. Dover, Ledger, Baker, Shores, and Lee Groves the top 5. Groves around the outside of Troy Shores off of turn number 2. Move the 4J up to position number 4. 5 down, 20 to go. The lead is 1 second for the 53 of Dover over Ledger. Lap traffic lies just in front of your leaders. A very thin cushion. Very little room for error through 3 and 4 here tonight at Park Jefferson. A little more leeway through 1 and 2. Where the top running order continues to rim ride here around Park Jefferson. Lap time's about 15.6 for the fastest lap for the 53 of Dover. 15.697, and he's the quickest car on the speedway. Jack Dover leads. Cody Ledger, Greg Baker, Lee Groves, and George Shores remain the top 5. Now 7 laps into the books. 18 to go. Trouble front straightaway. Justin Henderson in the air and upside down. The red coming out for the 41A of Justin Henderson. Red lights are on. And you can see Henderson climbing out of the 41A as the Park Jefferson Speedway safety team arrives. And Justin Henderson climbs out okay after going upside down here on the front straightaway. Caution lights dark. Ready for the single file restart. They must pass the cone single file that's placed on the front straightaway. Green flag. Very good restart for the 53 of Dover as the 11X of Greg Baker up a spot, gets by Ledger. Baker into position 2. Ledger trying to return the favor with a slider off of 4. Ledger gets back up to the top. Baker comes to his inside. Ledger slams the door on the front straightaway. All that going on right in front of the 4J of Lee Rose as the pop of smoke shows from the 12 of Shores as he battles with the 17B of Ryan Pickett, who has the wing absolutely jacked on the classic corner convenience store number 17B. Slider from Lee Rose and the 4J getting in front of the 11X of Greg Baker as Shores battles back around the outside with the 17B of Ryan Pickett. That's the race for 5th and 6th. Baker on the inside of Groves. Groves able to close that opportunity for Baker. They run 3rd and 4th behind Ledger. Pickett now clear of Shores down the front straightaway. Pickett, one of the only cars in the front of the field that's been consistently running the middle to bottom of the racetrack. As I say that, Eric Lutz goes down there in the 6th machine and picks up a spot, taking the 6th position from the 12 of Shores. Just behind Shores, who runs in 7th, is the 46 of Jason Martin, who started 17th and has now made his way up to 8th. John Club Bundy is 9th, and Lee Ghost is in position number 10. Coming to the crossed flags will be halfway at the Park Jefferson Speedway with the 53 of Jack Dover well in control of this one, making his way by a couple of cars in traffic, but there's a lot more in front of him. Cross flags displayed. The lead for the 53 of Dover is 3.2 seconds over the 35L of Cody Ledger. Second throws Baker, Pickett, the top 5. Lutz, Martin, Shores, Bundy, and Ghost, the top 10. Ryan Pickett has gone to the top shelf, and has Eric Lutz in the 6th machine. There is 5th and 6th place. 4J of Lee Groves, very fast the last several laps, trying to throw a slider, slowed him down just a little bit as he was coming after Cody Ledger. 53 of Dover into some heavier lap traffic, but not slowing him down too much at this point. Remains a 2.8-second lead, so it has come down a bit, but a lot of traffic that now 2nd place Cody Ledger and 3rd place Lee Groves are now battling through. Dover dipped a little bit off the top of the speedway on the back straightaway, able to now get by the 10J of Justin Jacobsma. He's got 3 cars battling for position just in front of him. That's the 77 of Bundy, the 17 of Ghost, who's in 10th, and the 12 of Shores, who started on the pole and now is off the pace on the back straightaway. Yellow lights coming on around Park Jefferson. Yellow is out. Caution flag waves. This time it's your pole sitter, the number 12 of Troy Shores. Was running in position number 9, has slowed in turn number 2, then come to a stop on the back straightaway. Going through a major transition. We'll have to see if that affects the handle on any of these cars in the closing 8 laps. Dover brings us back to the restart with 8 to go. Takes a look to the inside, delivers the slide job on Lee Groves, who tries to power back around the outside, then has to check up off of turn number 2. So move Greg Baker into the 3rd spot as Groves goes to his inside. Big slider. How do you do, says Lee Groves. He wants that spot. He's got it back from the 11X. Now Baker on the move in the 11X machine. Slider at turn 2. Groves gets back to his inside, but doesn't have the momentum. Baker goes to the bottom to block. Groves trying to build the momentum back on the top shelf. Laps winding down, however, as the 53 of Dover continues to set a torrid pace of 15.5 on his last lap, just 0.2 of a second off the fastest lap of the race. As we come to lap number 25, laps remaining. Eric Lutz to the inside of Ryan Bickett. Slider in turn number 4. Lutz on the move from 9th now into the top 5. Jason Martin following suit in the 36 machine. He's got 6th from Bickett. Bickett to the inside of Martin, racing for that spot once again. Bickett liking that bottom off of turn number 4, but spins the tires and allows the 36 of Martin to get back around his outside. So Jason Martin up to 6th. Eric Lutz in 5th. They've got some ground to cover if they want to get Rick Baker, who's 4th, and Rose, who is in 3rd. The 35L of Newton Ledger runs 2nd, a full straightaway behind the wheel and Jack Dover. That's 2.2 seconds the difference. 2 laps to go for Dover as he brings the Carpetland 53 by the stripe. Down the back straightaway, entering the final set of turns, Jack Dover for the 17th time in his career wins with the MSTS, and the Nebraska 360-point leader adds to his advantage. Ledger finishes 2nd before J.F. Groves finishes in 3rd. Greg Baker crosses the line 4th, and Eric Lutz now in 5th. Well, he'll take over the lead on lap number 3 and leave no doubt about it, as the 53 of Jack Dover gets his 7th win of the season with the Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series. Taking over the lead on that 3rd lap, as I just mentioned, and he'll take that Carpetland 53 into the winner's circle down there. We'll head down, talk to him in a moment. The 35L, Cody Ledger 2nd, 3rd place, the 4J of Lee Groves. Greg Baker 4th in the 11X and 5th to the 6 of Eric Lutz. Lutz started 9th on the field. Jason Martin in the 36 from 17th finishes 6th here tonight. Ryan Bickett 7th in the 17B. John Clabundi in the 77 is 8th, 9th to the 17 of Ligos. Junior in 10J, Justin Jacobs 10th. Jack Dover wing dancing down there in the victory lane here at Park Jefferson Speedway. The rest of your unofficial finish, 29, Lyle Howie the 3rd, 11th, 33, Trevor Smith 12th, Dylan Opdahl 13th, Jody Rosenboom 14th, Troy Shores 15th, the 41A of Justin Henderson 16th, and the 20 of Brant O'Banion scored 17th in tonight's feature event. Well, he's down here in victory lane. We'll have an opportunity to hear from him. Jack Dover, well, it wasn't the 5 seconds of last week, but still a dominating performance here tonight, going to the point at lap number 3 and setting sail from there.
Yeah, I knew with Cody Ledger and Greg Baker and all those guys up there, we were going to have to be pretty good. And I honestly think we probably could have won this, but that red flag definitely helped. We tightened her up a little bit more, and actually we're a little too tight down in 1 and 2. I was having to stab the brake a lot, and then pretty much I just coasted through 3 and 4. It seemed like slower was faster in that corner.
Seemed like a real thin margin of error on the top shelf over there in 3 and 4 tonight.
Yeah, there's nothing. Normally you got a little bit of cushion to lean on up there, but it's just racetrack and then you fall off, so you just have to be real patient.
This question's going to sound odd, but you go to victory lane a lot. Does it ever get to be old hat?
No, it never gets old. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I got guys that bust their butts, and I can't thank them enough. It's Dave, Alex, Ben, my girlfriend Laura, my parents are here tonight, so just everybody puts in the hard work, and it makes it worthwhile. And the other thing that makes it worthwhile is all the great fans we got here tonight.
We can also say hi to everyone watching on your Facebook live feed right here. Hi, everybody, and congratulations once again on the win.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully that got us a little closer to first place back in the MSTS.
It's going to be interesting to close this season as Jack Dover battles not for one, but two possible points titles here in 2018 with both of our tours. What a night for the sprint cars.